Welcome to my channel Sella Buzz. Johnny Depp, widely diagnosed for his public affiliations, disclosed the authentic love of his life in a sincere confession. The actor from Hollywood cited that he had a specific vicinity in his coronary heart. For one female, they have been taken into consideration one of Hollywood's most appealing pairs. Even as they had been collectively, they had been constantly elegant, and raised the bar for and who modified into she, and what befell to their dream romance allows discover thestery and find out. American singer-songwriter John Christopher Depp II is additionally an actor. He has received multitudinous accolades similar to a Golden Globe Award, and has been nominated for 3 Academy Awards and 2 BAFTA Awards, having starred in over 8 billion doll movies globally, masses of which featured oddball characters. He has mounted himself as certainly one of Hollywood's maximum profitable performers. Depp became the youngest of 4 kids born to civil engineer John Christopher Depp and waitress Betty Sue in Owensboro, Kentucky on June 9, 1963. At a few point of his early years, Depp's personal-owned family moved approximately plenty earlier than settling in Miramar, Florida in 1970, while Johnny became 15 to see his mother and father separated in 1978, and his mom finally wed Robert Palmer, a man Depp has called and suggestion later on. At the same time as Depp changed into 12 years old, his mom surpassed him agitar, and he began taking element in bands so one can pursue a profession in rock tune. In 1979, he left Miramar High School at the age of 16. The 2 weeks later, he attempted tour flip to school. However, the predominant counseled him to pursue his dream of turning into a musician. In 1980, he commenced appearing with a hard and fast named The Youngsters. The band changed its name to Six Gun Technique under located Toei, searching out a file deal. After seeing a few nearby achievement in Florida, Depp had numerous assets of profits other than from the band, one in all them Wasselmark inside the sister of the bassist and singer in his band, Lori and Allison, turned out to be the makeup artist Depp married in December 1983 and 1984. Earlier than the band, the children signed a report deal. They broke up, and Depp started out working with the band Rock City Angels. He co-wrote Mary, the primary music on Gan Records' album More Youthful Men. Blues. Depp relocated to Los Angeles to collectively together with his band at the age of 20. Virtually then actor Nicolas Cage changed into brought to Depp with the aid of the usage of his ex-spouse Lori Ann Allison following the band's breakup. After they went aside, Cage endorsed him to enter performing after seeing Rebel Without a Cause and analyzing a biography of James Dean. Depp advanced an interest in appearing. Despite the fact that Depp did no longer have any prior performing, Revel and Cage assisted him in securing an audition for A Nightmare on Elm Street, casted with Wes Craven. Depp claimed he'd up acting via twist of fate in component due to the reality. He attracted the attention of Craven's daughter. Depp became cast because the boyfriend of the lead individual, a victim of Freddy Krueger. Even though Depp claimed he did not have any desire to be an actor, he saved getting employed for films and earned enough money to pay some of the bills that his track business did no longer pay. From 1984 until 2018, he featured in several movies, amongst which Nightmare on Elm Street and Platoon in advance, then becoming a teen idol fame from the TV application 21 Jump Street. He changed into featured as Crybaby and Donnie Brasco. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas and The Ninth Gate in You Are Unbiased movies featured him as well. He directed his first independent neo-Western film titled The Brave, and many more observed after that, together with Edward Scissor H. Edward S. Hollow, Alice in Wonderland, amongst others. Depp and director Tim Burton have regularly labored together, starring as Captain Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean movie collection. Depp have turned out to be very well known everywhere within the worldwide. From the year 2003, his Man or Woman in Chocolate and Finding Neverland received him accreditations. Into the Woods, Black Mass, From Hell, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, Secret Window, Public Enemies, The Traveler, The Lone Ranger, and Homicide on the Orient Express all featured him within the one's year. Sukin, iconic actor, I need to say, and you'll accept as true with me. His voice performing credit is going to Sherlock Gnomes, Rango, and Corpse Bride. Following his profound fulfillment, Depp acquired a Celeb Award on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1990 and 2003 and 2009. He acquired nominations for People's Sexiest Man Alive and Inside the following 365 days. Infinitum Anyheel. Depp's manufacturing corporation started out making movies. Depp changed into in according with French singer Vanessa Paradis from 1998 to 2012. They every had children collectively, Lily Rose born in 1999, and John Christopher born in 2002. However, even as on-set operating on the 2011 movie, The Rum Diary, Amber Heard and Andy were given to recognize each other. This come to be the starting of a new technology of romance within the film. Depp performed Paul Kemp, a creator who accepts a role in Puerto Rico. Amber Heard played Cho, a woman who's engaged to another man. However, Theon on the immediately of Assembly, Kemp falls in love within 2011. Heard stated to Vogue, working with Johnny have become torture. Certainly is saying something that it have become higher than I might also need to have ever dreamed, notwithstanding the fact that on the time they had been all related. Tune of a kind people. While Heard changed into seeing photographer Tia Vanry, Depp became in a dedicated relationship with French musician and actress Vanessa Paradis. Each celebrities have stated that they'd a robust chemistry. Her claims that she began seeing Depp across the give-up of 2011 or the beginning of 2012, then saw the general public declaration of Depp and longtime partner Paradise's cut up after 14 years of relationship at the identical time. Hood and associate Taz Vanry parted strategies allows now not leave out Depp's romantic acquaintance with Kate Moss between 1994 to 1998 and Winona Ryder from 1989 to 1993. Going ahead, the 2D Depp and Heard SE collectively on the pink carpet on the Museum of Modern Art in New York City to sell their movie while speaking about his co-big name competencies in a 2011 press interview for The Rum Diary. Depp end up all smiles saying you apprehend meeting an actress like Amber Heard who comes from a special era. He stated to On Demand, amusement it is like meeting Bette Davis or Lauren Ball in a room or Evan Veronica Lake. She's a top-notch character. She is without a doubt particular. Heard at the opposite hand grew to become into quite vocal about the Oscar nominee, putting forward Johnny is in first-rate person to paintings with, and he's just an splendid artist whom I'm so fortunate to be round, she said while speaking to Digital Spy in an interview with Younger Hollywood. She additionally noted his mysterious individual, announcing Johnny Depp is who he's due to the reality. He's this mystical presence that is hard to define, tough to label, and hard top and down. You cannot help, however, be drawn into the Johnny D on set due to the fact he's a terrific individual and the epitome of professionalism. Intensity. Fast broke up with Paradise and commenced dating Heard in cred after falling head over heels in love with the actor. Heard later remarked, I felt like this guy's noticed me and knew me in a manner no person else had. I believe Johnny changed into the most incredible character in the zone. When we were together, I felt heard and understood. It felt like I become the winner of a lottery. It wasn't just Heard who fell in love according to a supply. Depp modified into honestly in love with the London Fields actress, pronouncing she is a loose logician. His lifestyles has changed because of her at the Santa Barbara International Film Festival. They revealed to a crowd that he fell in love with, along with her. The immediately they got returned collectively. Following their press excursion for The Rum Diary, he stated it tracked her down because she changed into in my head. We positioned each unique. It becomes certainly pretty exquisite among us. He jokingly said the first day that The Rum Diary went to press. This is while it occurred that very day we were given married in April 2013. Depp a public show of love alongside Hisco Starvia. Way of going to a Rolling Stones concert together where they had been pictured shielding hands. Sooner or later Heard left a West Hollywood eating place on January 13, 2014, wherein she first gave upward push to speculations that she and Depp had been engaged. People tested the couple's engagement after 4 days. Then in a video interview with the Everyday Mail, Depp regarded to affirm the engagement after Talk Me approximately wedding arrangements and citing that he changed into wearing a lady's ring on his finger in March 2014. Dee and Amber celebrated their engagement with a unique night at the Ken Put Off residence attended with the aid of over 100 in their closest and dearest. Some of the pinnacle list attendees had been Mandy Moore and Steven Tyler. Supply later found out two human beings that the actress hesitated slightly at that. Second, he claimed that she were given a lack of self-belief at their engagement birthday celebration in her moderate restraint. She requested, what am I doing proper right here? And what is this scene she located? It nearly improbable that this have become nowhere. Lifestyles passed you in 2014. Depp and her regarded to be going through a few hard instances. At the time, a close insider observed that the couple's marriage ceremony preparations had bogged down, suggesting there was no rush to get married at the time. The supply stated Johnny is crazily in love with Heard, but there are uncertainties interior. Their courting in response tore reviews of Adesto among the two. However, via January 2015, it seemed like the couple had rekindled their romance, as they were visible, sharing a kiss in the crimson carpet on the annual Heaven Gala provided by way of the artwork of Alan. Following the few years of courting, each of them were formally declared Mr. and Mrs. Depp on February 3, 2015, at a civil proper held at their Los Angeles property. Humans posted pics from their rather massive bridal ceremony, hung so, on Depp's owner's land in the Bahamas, wherein they celebrated their nuptials a few days later. Regarding the rite itself, a supply recommended humans that it went off without a hitch no matter. Depp's ex-agency parodies, and their son Jack in attendance. These ashore placing changed into terrify, and the weather changed into quality. It turned into indeed a totally romantic, intimate beach fashion. Right, Heard claims that once being married matters did not, without a doubt, modify for them as a married couple. As a minimum, no longer right away, she stated. Not anything is a dramatic. Alternate toll in June 2015. Given that were given been dating for a while, it has been form of natural on the equal time. Ace on foot, the crimson carpet at the Toronto Film Festival. For the superior of Depp's maximum recent film Black Mass, the couple became seen having a passionate kiss. Before Depp's Hollywood Vampires overall performance in September 2015, Heard and Depp collaborated with the Starkey Listening to Foundation to offer hundreds of hearing aids to humans in need in Rio de Janeiro. Heard, however, stayed silent over her romance with Depp. She without a doubt stated that she tried not to react to the terrible misrepresentation of their life in her December 2015 Marie CLA cover story such as that. Her marriage changed into uncommon. She, however, discusses her growing bond with Jack and Lily Rose, his youngsters. Her characteristic as their stepmother, according to her, is an honor, and that the greatest, most surprising presence she has ever acquired in her lifestyles. She advised the newspaper, I experience new flavors. My existence has been brightened with the of latest shades that I became blind to. I'm overjoyed. Even at taking walks the purple carpet on the Los Angeles most appropriate of his partner's 2015 film, The Danish Lady, Depp showered his partner with compliments. She's tremendous, the crybaby actor said to Information. She works very hard. We associated on loads of levels display. However, the first factor that genuinely got me become that she's a blues enthusiast, the actor said, starting off as much as the media approximately. They're not unusual pursuits. She may also recognize in vintage, hard-to-cognize blues song that I would possibly play for her. He went once liberating. She's pretty knowledgeable. We also related on the fact that she's well appealing and avaricious reader, as I sincerely have continually been, at the same time as laughing have firmed. I'm one lucky man no longer, withstanding such a super romance. The two wooden exercise session in the end. You need to comprehend, know why live tuned, and keep looking to discover outer. Ably Heard filed for divorce from her 15-month partner on May 23, 2016, alleging irreconcilable variations. However, Johnny refused to speak to any of the salacious fake recollections, gossip, misinformation, and lies approximately his private existence, given the quick duration of this marriage and the maximum recent and devastating lack of his mom. We canonly want that this quick marriage will and Heard further filed for a home restraining order against her husband tons less than in step with week after filing for divorce, bringing up allegations of domestic abuse. Heard stated in court documents that the actor commenced obsessing about something that was unfaithful and hit her with a mobile cell phone, breaking her face in maintaining with the facts. She stated, Johnny ripped the cell phone from my hand and commenced out screaming offensive phrases and insults at my pal. I heard my pal shout for me to go away there. Sided. Then Johnny grabbed the smartphone, twisted it like a baseball pitcher, and threw it at me, breaking my cheek and eye badly. Then as I tried to get off the couch, he pulled back my hair violently. I then yelled out to name 911, hoping that IO who modified into, however, on the cell phone would concentrate me. But Johnny persisted, screaming at me, pulling my hair, beating me, and violently snatching my face. Heard additionally included a image of the bruises on her proper That she claimed a reason during the argumental, though officials who have been dispatched to the website online referred to finding no evidence of any crime, and LAPD spokesman confirmed this man or women's sin, preserving with the courtroom filings. Heard claimed that following aware of words with Depp on his non-attendance at her birthday party, the actor had overwhelmed her. In her words, Johnny violently driven her to the floor at the same time as grabbing her hair in line with the documents. Johnny modified into, moreover, yelling, threatening, and bold her to upward thrust up. The actress claimed that Depp's drug dependency turned into the purpose of his alleged outburst. She claimed in her statement that Johnny has a long-held and broadly acknowledged public and private history of drug and alcohol abuse. He gets irritated. Affects his rage scares me masses because it is capable of being physically or fatally risky, and he's frequently delusional. Later, when testifying in opposition to her in court, Depp could bear in mind eveness meeting his destiny partner and remarked she turned into attentive, she become loving, she end up smart, she become type, she changed into funny, she modified into know-how. We shared several similarities given that he changed into in according with Paradise and heard become dating Van R at the time. The Golden Globe winner claimed that their early conferences had a forbidden element that second become it have become it, felt like something it felt like something. I ought to now not be feeling, he testified in court docket, I accept as proper with, that become a true kiss inside the shower scene in the movie. Referring to the rum diary, Heard talked, approximately their early reference to the judges sooner or later of the trial, pronouncing we mentioned books track and poetry tough to apprehend authors in, exciting novels and poems that I've not heard anybody else point out or discover appealing. In a reaction, Depp's prison consultant alleged that Herbie came attempting to hasten their divorce in court filings. The legal professional claimed that Amber modified into looking to use false allegations of abuse to get an early coin agreement. On May 27, 2016, the brief restraining order changed into ultimately legal, previous to filing for divorce. The actress claimed in courtroom docket documents toward comedian Doug Stanchoice, whom Amber sued for defamation in June 2016. After he accused her of blackmailing Depp, she argued she had left her husband more than one time, however again and again returned to him, despite his verbal and bodily abuse of her, hoping honestly that the guy she married may want to exchange his way in maintaining with the court docket filings. But every time she came to crease, returned, the cycle of violence and drug abuse resumed. Within months, advert for settlement modified into reached on August the 16th, 2016 among Johnny Depp and Amber Heard just in the future, before their planned restraining order. Listening to Depp and Heard disclose to humans that they had settled their divorce for $7 million. Our courting turned out to be intensely passionate and at times unstable. However, usually certain with the A of love, tested the joint statement they released at the time. Midday has leveled fake accusations in an effort to gain cash. No malicious reason, both physical or mental, ever existed. Amber hopes Johnny has the fantastic feasible future and plans to offer the coins she received from her divorce to a charitable agency in 5 months. Depp and Heard's marriage become officially dissolved following a settlement reached at some point of their divorce court docket instances because of a non-disclosure agreement imposed in his divorce. Agreement Depp become no longer able to disclose too much, approximately the breakdown of his marriage in his 2018 Rolling Stone function, despite the fact that he did speak the suffering he felt. Following the breakup, I instructed the internet site, I have become as low as I agree with. I have to have become in Depp's voice. The next step end up. You can want to move away there, together along with your eyes closed in, that you confirmed up collectively, together with your eyes open. I could not take Theache each day geared up.